What is up, everybody? Mikey Panzernator here with a World of Warships replay in the Mahan. Mahan. I'm just going to call it the Mahan because that seems like the way to say it. And yes, I'm playing destroyers again. Why, might you ask? Well, you know, we gotta get on that sweet little grind, mix things up, and also to try and get to the tier 10 ship, the gearing for Clan Wars. Plus, you know, battleships get stale every now and then, and I thought some good old American destroyers might spice things up. After all, I do have premiums such as the Sims and the USS Kidd, and I definitely want to start using the USS Kidd more, considering it's the museum ship that I grew up closest to and went quite frequently. I am staring at the water. I can head that way if you need it, blah, 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 talking to people, and basically just kind of seeing what's going on, seeing where everyone wants to go. So, destroyers, for those of you who only really watch the channel and aren't as familiar with World of Warships outside of the channel, if you're, you know, a warships aficionado, then you know all of this already. But destroyers are very different than battleships. Whereas battleships, it's just make sure you don't throw a broadside, don't let torpedoes show up too much and all of that. You know, you just kind of troll in there and blast your way through. Destroyers work best if they're never seen. Use that smoke screen to your advantage. Use your concealment. For example, I have 9.2 range kilometers and 7.7 detectability range. So theoretically, I could launch torpedoes at someone coming into range and they would never see me. So you have to use these sorts of things to your advantage. You know, being cautious about going into B because one of the things I struggle the most with in destroyers, you know, are these initial engagements. Because destroyers mainly just spot each other, and then, yeah, you just, like, they spot each other, and they start shooting at each other, and then the allies shoot at each other's destroyers, and all of that. So, we're trying to, and if you survive that initial engagement, you can go on and have a good, meaningful, impactful game. But surviving this initial engagement is what I found to be the trickiest part, and also one of the more exhilarating things. Whereas battleships, I find, can be not relaxing. I mean, they are relaxing, but, you know, in a way of that you're just a slow and purposeful beast making your way through the battle, hoping the battle develops on your way there. As a destroyer, you're more about stealth, and it's more you know, it's higher intensity. It's like coming in as a pitcher in a baseball game with the bases loaded instead of starting off at the top of the first. Other analogy, I mean, you know, it's the pressure's on you. You're the goalie, be it soccer or hockey. You're the pitcher in a late game situation in baseball. You know, you're the kicker, where if you make the field goal, you win the game. If you miss the field goal, you lose. So I've spotted someone. It's a Leon over yonder, and anyways, working with the buffalo. Little wimpy horn here. Just sounds muffled. You see, you can kind of tell I'm just from watching this replay. I mean, this is made worse because I have it on my screen with OBS and on my other screen where the replay is itself. Like, just jumping around and everything. And look, random torps when you're in range of smoke can sometimes lead to excellent results. So we got ourselves a bout of 10,000 damage on an enemy destroyer. Letting people know I got a hit on the destroyer in B. The trash can, as I've seen it called online, the Tushkent or whatever. And you see, these are the initial engagements that you gotta be careful with, because if they shoot at you, or it's not necessarily the enemy destroyers that, I mean, the enemy destroyers can definitely be a problem, but the enemy, like their support ships, so like their cruisers and everything, that they're the ones that are gonna eat you for lunch. I mean, I'm sure you all know from my games how much I enjoy fighting destroyers and battleships. Like, hey, yo, no, battleships, you know, their guns reload slowly and blah, 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 and then just shotgun of death, gone forever. I'm sure you'll see me take plenty of damage. I have a good number of Mahan games coming up, coming through the pipeline. I'll try and space them out for you a little bit. But yeah, absolutely just a different type of gameplay. And I thought, you know what? I need to spice things up for my own enjoyment of the game and for your videos, and also once we start Clan Wars, well, you see, once we start Clan Wars, each clan can only have one battleship per side. So, you know, we're going to let Victim do that because he is the mastermind himself. And I'm going to learn how to play destroyers because I think honestly, I'd rather be in a destroyer than a cruiser. So here I am, I'm detected. Notice I immediately just turn away and just start taking evasive action. You definitely, like I say on every ship, have the captain skill that tells you when people are aiming at you. Back in the day, you used to only know if people detected you from a captain skill, and I use that all the time. I feel like the number of people aiming at you is in the exact same boat. It's just great situational awareness. That might even be the name of the captain skill. So we're just firing random torpedoes, more of area denial and as a distraction, almost more than a meaningful weapon itself. Firing at the Kiev, because that's who's here. You see, we already have shells incoming from this Lyon. Thankfully, they're from the Lyon, being that they are armor-piercing and not high explosive, and also relatively little reload stuff. And our trash can is better than their trash can. So there we go. You see the Kiev, it's kind of turning. You kind of lock it. If they see torpedoes coming, you kind of lock them into a maneuvering pattern and all of that. And I mean, never underestimate whenever you're playing. Torpedoes do a lot of good for your team. I mean, even if they don't do damage, torpedoes can do a lot of good. You flush people out of smoke. You keep someone facing someone else broadside. You make someone turn away. You know, you keep people hiding behind islands. Just every and whichever thing, you know, torpedoes can do wonders. So we've helped capture B. In all the excitement, I failed to notice that. You know, we've only landed 2 hits, but we have also 2 shell hits, but we've also landed a torpedo, which is very good. So we've got that. Let me see, what is my team doing? Well, I can kind of see the people struggling to defend the enemies coming from A. So I think I decide I'm going to go work on that, especially this destroyer, this Moss, this mass. I'm gonna say Moss because the double A, the M, the Moss. You see, I'm trying to make a joke with the word ass because I'm immature. Anyways, shoot at the Moss. No, I can't stop thinking about that. And well, what are we gonna do? There's smoke. We're gonna get kind of in range, and we're gonna launch torpedoes at the smoke because guess what? He's either gotta get the hell out of there, or he's gonna eat my fishies. So launch those torpedoes. Gonna be mindful of this Iowa. Possibly, this is definitely a candidate for the smoke and shoot method. For those of you who are unfamiliar with with the way things like to work in warships and all of that, smoke and shoot is where exactly what Moss is doing. You pop a smoke screen and then you shoot from out of it. Someone else spotting for you. So a team kill there. Otago killed their Kiev. I did not notice that happen during the regular game. So yeah, we're gonna charge into the smoke because we're gonna fall in our torpedoes. That Cleveland's concerning. That Iowa is almost dead. So not terribly concerning. I mean, that Iowa can probably kill me faster than I can kill the Iowa. But we are going to make sure these torpedoes hit, and you know, gonna flush a little bit, hit the speed boost to get the hell out of there. And it appears the Moss has run away because I think he saw those torpedoes for sure. Gonna shoot over the ice a little bit, and notice just how every single shell hit does a good bit of damage. I mean, it seems like you always get stuff disabled in destroyers, but nothing terribly wrong with that. Don't know what that camera nonsense was, but so we have a Missouri, and that Missouri is gonna kind of come. It looks like the Missouri wants to come through the gap, which by all means be my guest. I will gladly send some torpedoes your way. Just, you know, haven't spotted them. Oh, we're detected by Missouri's radar, which is rather unfortunate. So we're going to shoot probably some, like, right... We're going to fire a wide range because we just wanted the Missouri not to kill us. So the radar did detect us for a little bit, but no longer. So we're going to go silent. And since the Missouri did use radar, this is an excellent opportunity for smoke and shoot. I hope that's what I do, because that would be good to show, to demonstrate it. That's the Lo Yang launching her torpedoes. This Lo Yang and I cooperate pretty much the entire game, which is fantastic. And here we go, smoke and shoot. So we pop smoke, drop your speed down to a quarter underneath that little chevron, and then kind of put along to create a wide smoke screen, and then you just kind of go forward and reverse in it, just slow speed and then back the whole way. But now, you know what, our 5-inch shells might not do a whole lot to the Missouri. Like notice they're doing like 594, 297, nothing. A lot of cracks, but some pins and all that. Oh yeah, the Lo Yang has regular torpedoes. It's a Pan-Asian, but it still has the regular torpedoes. So notice we finished setting the smoke screen, pop it in reverse, and all of that. And what this Missouri does not realize is my torpedoes will be quite operational when you spot me again. See, that was kind of almost a Star Wars reference, but not quite. You know, this Death Star will be quite operational when your friends arrive. So that Missouri is no longer spotted because... Did my Lo Yang buddy die? No, my Lo Yang buddy's still alive. I need intelligence data. I do have... Oh, there we go. So we're going to fire one bout of torpedoes and probably the other this way. And just keep on shooting. Keep shooting at them and trying to stay in the smoke because that is what's good. Set him on fire so if he puts out the fire... Well, he can't put out the fire until after the torpedoes. And he's going to eat some fish right here. At least one. There's the one torpedo. And he's kind of coming into my smoke screen, so this is not the best. Definitely not a fan of that. But she's right next to us, and we have another bit of torpedoes ready. Let's get the hell out of here. Her guns are not facing the correct way. My smoke is now helping her, but it's also helping me in that my stuff is back. Oh, there we go, and a flooding kill. You see, that's why you do the smoke and shoot, especially with the Mahan, is that if you can set the fires with your guns, then if your enemy might put out the fire, and then if you land a torpedo, you get a flooding, and boy, flooding does a lot more damage than a fire normally does. So we're about to run out of smoke, which is unfortunate, but we've got an Iowa over here. People are telling me good work. Who LSD would be? That's the Lo Yang. That's my buddy. So that was textbook right there. Having an ally to spot the ship for you is necessary. Timing it with the radar, because again, the Missouri has radar. If the Missouri had saved her radar, she could have absolutely screwed me over. But I remembered she used the radar when coming around the island. It was going to take a while to repair. Did the smoke and shoot, and lit that Missouri up. So we launched some torpedoes at the Dearest Cleveland, sailing into B. And we have another smoke, so we'll be ready for smoke and shoot. But of course, the Cleveland has its own consumables that would help her in spotting me. I believe radar, hydro, and defensive AA. Not that defensive AA matters against destroyers, just trying to remember what the Cleveland has. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to go cap A. That is exactly what I should do. I'm a destroyer. These are things you do as a destroyer. You got to go cap the caps that are uncontested. I'm trying to win. I got my kill. I have 64,000 damage, which I think is pretty damn good for a destroyer. So I'm like, let's just go. Let's get it. Let's get the cap. Maybe that battleship will sail up there and I'll do another smoke and shoot. But use your consumables. I mean, I have those speed boosts. I'm going to use those to help capture the flags and play the objectives. Again, I cannot emphasize enough what matters in destroyers, what makes or breaks most destroyer games. I mean, if you're a bad destroyer player, you're not going to fix anything, but like destroyer gameplay matters a lot to the success of the team, and the quality of the team determines the success of the destroyers. It's very, very the fate of the team and the fate of the team's destroyers are definitely tied together. But also how you just got to survive the initial engagement. You got to survive the initial engagement. You got to destroy the enemy destroyer. Hopefully, if you have cover, if you're covering a destroyer, like the first ships you should try and kill are the enemy destroyers. Because if you have destroyers and the enemy team doesn't, I mean, you're going to see what happens right here. We have two of our, it's 4v4, but we have destroyers left and they do not. So I think I just told them I have my smoke ready, which is good. Use the engine boost to kind of get around to A a little bit faster. 3 out of the 4 of us are up at A. That what cruiser we have left? Our Buffalo is gonna try and hold them off at sea, but I think our Buffalo does end up dying. Yeah, looks like the Leon went B for sure. Maybe not. Oh no, that is the Leon. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with our destroyer. Oh yeah, I remember this game. What we're about to do is a bold strategy, and you know what? Sometimes you need bold strategies to win these games. So, so let's see. There's only one of me. That's what the Anyway, oh yeah, that's the Buffalo all by himself. One destroyer needs to go kill him. Yep, we're gonna go kill that Leon. All right, and then capping A. Then on my way. Except I can't type because heart's pumping, the adrenaline's pumping, the little drums. Do 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 do. This game does have good music. I will say that. I often don't listen to it whenever I'm playing on stream because I'm literally just talking and talking and talking. But what we're going to do is we're going to just pop right around this island. This thing all smart not to come around. Our teammate is saying he's stuck. They want us to hurry. I mean, I don't particularly know what the hurry is, but if we can kill this Leon, even if we lose one of our 2 destroyers, we're in good shape. If we lose both destroyers, we're screwed. So I'm not going to die. I'm going to kill this damn Leon. I'm going to win the game for us. So pop the engine boost just to get a little bit of speed. Only 2.5 minutes. I get it, bro. We're fine. This rune is complicating things big time. Now, one thing I don't realize whenever I first do this is that me going into the cap is going to kind of alert him to our presence. Please don't shoot too far. We lose another ship. Is basically tied. Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, the Leon knows what's coming for her. She knows, like, yeah, let's just kind of run away because destroyers are going to be destroyers. And, well, in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello there. So, fire the torpedoes where she's going and fire somewhere she is. Trying not to die from the initial salvo. Do I smoke and shoot here or do I just run away? I think well, my engine gets destroyed, so I think it's time. I think I should use smoke. Okay, so use repair. Danger close on those torpedoes, but it's all good. Anyways, so come on, smoke, Panzer, smoke. I should have used smoke a long time ago. That's a fact. There we go. And also, you need to cut the engine because, you know, you got to do the smoke and shoot. So, I don't think any of my torpedoes did land on the Leon, but yeah, we got to smoke and shoot. So, that's what we're going to do. Our Buffalo killed the rune, which was humongous. That probably saved the day. So, we got to back up a little bit. We got to get that Leon spotted, which our battleship, our Alsace is coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Yep, so there we go. We found the Leon again. We're going to use our guns, and if she's going to sail closer to us, we're going to definitely use our torpedoes where we can. Probably should not have fired those, but I want this kill. So there we go. Come on, and boom shakalaka. Very, very good. So there we go. We got the Got the Leon, got 2 kills for ourselves. And now we have the Atago, a little bit of GG. This Lo Yang is a great player. Tag teaming destroyers is a great way to do things, especially. Well, I mean, we're 2 very similar destroyers. I mean, the Lo Yang is, you know, it's an American destroyer that was sold to or bought by China. So there we go. Victory for the good team. I guess that's a victory for the Panzermarine. So there we go. No more smoke. Doesn't matter. Battle's over. A full 20-minute battle, literally down. I mean, not down to the wire, but all things were good. So a lot of XP boosts were active. That's why there's 13,000 XP. But 84,000 damage in a destroyer, fantastic. 127 hits, 3 torpedo hits, 2 kills, 2 fires, 3 floods, 3 captures, and 3 spots. Very good indeed. I am a fan. I, of course, am top player. The Mahan madness is definitely coming around. And we just look at our damage breakdown. 25,000 from high explosives, 26,000 from torpedoes, and 15,000 from fires, 17,000 from flooding. Only took 16 hits, which is very good. You don't have as much survivability in destroyers. Some of the premiums, like I know the Kid has a heal, but other than that, you know, you just gotta try not to stay spotted and try and stay alive. So, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, following me on Twitter, and checking out my Patreon page. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next one, this is Mikey Dare Panzernator signing out. See ya, nerds!